everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you're not new, welcome back. My name is Shannon and I am a budget YouTuber budgeting for my family of 3, trying to dig ourselves out of a lot of consumer debt and just trying to stick to a budget. So today, to hold myself more accountable, I wanted to show you guys where my May spending came in versus what I budgeted. So as you can see, here is my May budget that I posted a video on. I'll link that if you want to hear how I came to this. But yeah, so I'm just going to go through line by line and tell you what actually happened. So starting with income, as I mentioned, I was getting a raise. I wasn't sure what that was going to look like, but I knew one of these paychecks was probably going to be different than like the usual baseline that I was using before. So my income came in at basically $3,916. My husband has been breaking his back, working so much overtime, and I love him to death, but I wish he's like literally working himself to death. Anyway, his income, I ballparked $2,700. He basically got $3,200 if you were to round, but the real number is $3,163. And then other, we had, between him scrapping things, my parents gave us some money, like basically paid us back, which we weren't expecting, for hosting Easter in April. So we got some other income, and that was almost $1,200. Also, I don't think it wasn't on my radar, but I pay into a tax-free account for childcare, and I started getting those, I started submitting for those payments. So basically every time I get paid, I get almost an extra $200 back. So those are, actually, I should be budgeting them as part of my income, but yeah, you can, I'm not sure if in case your employer offers it and you don't know, if you have a child in childcare, your employer might offer a pre-tax, it has a name. It's like basically a dependent care spending account, and you can put up to $5,000 pre-tax away, as long as you can prove you're spending it at like a childcare service. Or even like, if you care for an elderly person and you have to put them in like elder care, or if you have to have in-home visiting nursing, or if you have a disabled child who's not like in childcare, but they still need like aids. It doesn't have to just be for dependents like under the age of 5. It can be any kind of dependent spending for extra care that you need for them. You can put $5,000 away pre-tax. So anyway, part of this money is those payments that I started submitting for. I've been putting away money out of each paycheck for. Anyway. So that brought our total income to $8,234, right? Sorry, I have like an offline sheet that I'm looking at. 3,916 plus $8,234, yes. Okay, so our fixed expenses, I think we were actually pretty spot on here, which is no surprises. Mortgage was right, electric, gas, water, yet again, coming in over. I really need to see what the rate changed to. Car payment, car insurance. Oh wait, this was 177, not 173. I don't know. I like looked in the Progressive app when I was making this budget, and yeah, I was still surprised by the number. Like it wasn't 100% on, so I don't know how that happened. Internet and AT&T was 128. Diet Bet, gymnastics, Peloton, and then daycare actually was 918, but you guys know how I like whole numbers. So only a couple of them slightly off, besides my water, which was like $13 off. So altogether that was so that came in at 3108 versus 3089. So only $19 over. Not too bad. Savings. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, like this month was kind of a mess. I literally have no excuse. We were just like not good at spending. I genuinely am considering like becoming a cash budgeter, because this month I overspent on variables so much that I like took money out of savings. So just to give you guys like the real numbers, I still invested $40 into my daughter's account. True investments came in at 63, and then our personal savings, instead of putting money away, I actually took out $539 to pay things that I overspent for, on top of this extra income that we got. So like, going to be completely honest, I was a mess last month. Like I like am just kind of coming clean to you guys, because my spending was out of control, and I watch a lot of cash budgeters on YouTube. Like I find them kind of inspiring, and it makes me nervous carrying that much cash around. But that's like literally, if you only have $100 bill to spend on like something, then you can't spend over that. And like, maybe that's what I need to start doing. I really don't know. Or like, I'm gonna give myself like another month, and if I come in wildly over in June, like I'm gonna be cash budgeting for the summer. Like I genuinely, I need to get myself like, get a grip, honestly. But yeah. So altogether, we could call this 40 plus 63 minus 539. So movement to my savings was 400, negative 400. That's a 6. Minus 436. Bummer. So now the variables, and I'm really like, all I'll say is I need to delete the Amazon app from my phone or something. Like between Amazon and Target, that's how I really got to the place I did. So gas, well, that was also kind of a mess. We came in at 220 because my husband drove a lot more than I was anticipating. But I mean, it's joint finances, so I can only I can't blame him. Groceries, we overspent like that gift card. I thought that gift card would get us further, but it kind of didn't. Ended up at $472 versus my budget of $300. Mother's Day, I actually was spot on here. It was $285 to send all the flowers I needed to send. So at least one place I came in under. And then other, my very ambitious budget of $600 actualized came in at $2,725. Literally, like, so disappointed in myself. And this is why I feel like I just need to give myself cash money. And if I can't buy it with cash, then I don't buy it. Like, I don't need extra clothes. Like, I don't need all this nonsense I keep buying myself. And I do, like, take stuff back to return it, but it still doesn't really, like, net out. So instead of $1,350, my spending came in at $3,702. Just, yep. There's not much else I can say except total disaster. And then debt payments, I mean, the Lightstream loan, that's always $1,000. My PNC card, I totally forgot to put on here. The Target card, I paid the minimum, that was $29. My own Apple card, I ended up paying $400 off of it. My husband's Apple card, we ended up paying $200 off of it. And then the PNC card, I paid, the minimum was like $180, so I just rounded up because I have like a problem with whole numbers. So even though interest will make the statement like not a whole number, I will always like pay the amount to get to to make it end in 00. Like, so I paid $196.33. I could just call that 196 for you guys because nothing else has to change on here. So my debt payments were $1,825. And then I ended up with a buffer, I think like $30 or something was my account starting balance for June, but that's really like nominal. It's not a lot. But yeah, so this is just me being transparent with you guys, like a total mess up of a month. Like the variable spending was out of control. I really don't like dipping into my savings, and I did, even with extra income. So definitely, if I don't get back on track and like get my crap together for June, like I genuinely think I'm going to try cash budgeting and see how it goes. So if you guys would be interested in that, I could just give it a go anyway. But yeah, I know I talked about this in my last video. Like I genuinely, like, my goals are to have no debt looming over my head, and spending like this when I could have been throwing it at this, like, is not helping me with my goals at all. Like, at least I spent this out of my debit card, like I didn't put it on credit, which is what I used to have done. So that's a step in the right direction. But I really, like, I am kind of just ashamed of how much we spent last month, and I wish like at least half of this could have gone to, like, this could have paid off my Target card. And that's a bummer to me. Like, what did I even get out of this? Like, I don't even know what junk I bought. Like, that's a lie, but genuinely, like, I need to get my act together, and you guys are here for the journey. So yeah, that's how May ended up for me. Not my best month for sure, but I love doing these videos to help keep myself accountable. Just also to help you guys feel better. If you have a terrible month, don't worry. I'm out here having a worse month probably. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.